Hey everybody, welcome to Around the Twist, episode 336. It's July 15th, 2018. Thank you for being understanding about me taking a week off. I don't know. It's hard getting used to working 5 days a week and only having 2 days off when I've had 14 years of nursing where I've worked 3 days a week and had 4 days off. So I'm trying to cram what I used to do in 4 days into 2. And there's not enough hours, somehow. I know exactly how there's not enough hours, but it's like, really? I should be able to do more. That's what I do, right? Cram more hours into the day. So anyway, how have you been? Hope your guys' couple of weeks have been good. I've gotten a little bit done. A little bit. Show you here what we've got. First thing I'm going to jump right into what's on my needles / hooks. I've got my Stitch by Jessalou TARDIS bag. Riding around has the bits for the stained glass blanket, take 2. So the pattern I'm using is Juggling Hexes by Wendy Harbaugh, and I'm using all these lovely little Socks That Rock lightweight and medium weight scraps. Right now I'm using ones that my mom gave to me. So we wound off these little balls. And the ones I have left from her, I have 4 and a bit of what we did because, and I'll show you why. I got 4 centers done this week. I'm using, Juggling Hexes by Wendy Harbaugh. I'm using an F hook, which is a 3.75 millimeter hook. Just a good old Susan Bates. You can get it at any big box craft store. And I got 3 centers done. That is really blue. Let's see. About there. It's kind of got, for those of you that can't see, don't ask me what the names of these are because I have no clue. It's got a lavender and like a tan and a dark green. So I got 3 of those centers done. And then this kind of, lack of a better term, well, I'm sure Tina would call this pond scum. I call it kind of baby poo yellow. So that's kind of what it reminds me of. It's kind of a greenish gold color. So I've gotten 1 center out of this ball, and hopefully I can get 2 more centers out of it. And then I have 4 more full balls of what my mom and I wound off together back in June-ish, whenever that was. So a little more progress. I have joined nothing onto the main blanket itself. I've just got this pile of centers on the little behind the sofa table. That's kind of our catch-all, our drink rest, our remote control catcher area. Hubby made it a couple of years ago and it's a godsend. It's the width of like a 2x6, and we got like banister spindles, and he mounted everything together so it makes this huge long table. Actually notched it out so it would fit around the light that we have there. That's a floor lamp that comes up and over, and cut a hole in it that has a place where we can have an outlet that has both a USB and a normal outlet so we can charge our phones there if we need to. So it's kind of nice to have, but a chunk of that is taken up by the centers for the stained glass blanket because I didn't want that mixing in with everything else in the big bag. I don't know why. That's how I'm organizing it. Little crochet hexagons everywhere through my house. The other thing is something you guys haven't seen yet. Since the last show was, oh lordy, I actually wrote show notes today, guys. Are you impressed? The last show was July 1st. So after I recorded, I had wound yarn. Maybe I hadn't wound yarn. I honestly don't remember. It's been 2 weeks. But I had a couple projects I was going to be starting, and one of them was going to be socks for Gabe out of the colorway, out of some, well, it's out of White Birch Fiber Arts, and the colorway is called Fade to Black. This is her 80/20 superwash merino and nylon self-striping, and the thing I love when you go see her at a festival, she's got all of these little swatches, for lack of a better term, but she's knit them in the round, and so you can actually see what they'll knit up like as a sock. So, first sock is done. So I started these July 1st. Fade to Black. So it's got all the colors. The purple is really hard to see, but like right before the black starts here, there is purple in there. So you got the full rainbow and then the black to gray to black and then back to a rainbow. I've got 11 stripes before I started the toe, and this was my gauge. So let me pull up a calendar here. July 1st was a Sunday. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, I put progress keepers in. I knit up to this one. So I knit 6 stripes. Thursday and Friday I was sitting in the clinic learning that aspect of the job in case they need help. And so I can see what they do. And I wasn't doing a whole lot, I was just sitting watching other people do work. So I started here. I finished just inside the red of the next one. So 1, 2, 3 and a bit stripes, and then managed to finish it on Friday while I was sitting in the clinic. So that's what those 2 progress keepers were. Both those progress keepers are from Melia Bella. She's got an awesome Etsy shop. If you want to head over, she's stitch markers and these great progress keepers that I love. They're on little lobster claw clasps. And I believe this is the Mermaid Tears one, this blue. So one sock is done. Second sock that I'm knitting up on a US 1, a 2.25 millimeter needle. And, didn't tell you what it was. Again, just like the ones I knit for Tara, Genevieve's Tube Socks by Jasmine and Gigi Knitmore from the Knitmore Girls podcast. But I'm sizing it up because my children have slightly wider feet, and I think these are either I have different gauge or something. So I'm doing 64 stitches. The pattern only does a 48 stitch and a 56 stitch. It's only $1, but it is available over on Ravelry. If you want it for free, run on the project page or the pattern page. It tells you what episode you can listen to if you want to scroll down all the notes on how they do these. But for $1 that goes into their kids' adventure fund, that's great. Then this week, I've managed to finish 8 stripes on the second sock. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I started on the 9th. I just did the last stripe while we were watching Logan last night in the semi-dark. First time I've seen it. Good movie. Not kid-friendly at all. Not at all. Adults only. Only. I'm not even joking about that. A lot of violence, a lot of language. We'll leave it at that. So, second sock, almost done. I have 3 more stripes in the toe to go on that, so I should be able to get that done this week. And yay, my children will have new socks in the rotation, and then I can get back to knitting other stuff. So that's everything that I have on the needles. Fun times on section we haven't seen in a while. On the wheel. It's Tour de Fleece, and so I have been spinning, not as much as I would like. Tour de Fleece started, I believe it was the 5th of July. Don't ask me when it goes till I think it's like the 26th, maybe 23rd, 26th. But I did break out my wheel, specifically my Spinolution B. And I pulled out the thing I've had sitting on top of my printer over here for the last year and a bit. But I got this at Interweave Yarn Fest, not this last spring, but the previous year. This is Greenwood Fiberworks, and it is their bundle of 50/50 yak and silk. It's about 5 ounces, and the colorway I got is Paper Roses. So now it's inside cellophane. I'm sorry, we're going to crinkle. It is Beauteousness. We're going to crinkle a lot because I want you guys to be able to see this. And it's not going to show the right color. So there's this lovely silvery green to start with, and then it fades into almost a brown. A deep burgundy is this third one in the middle. Then a paler red, and then it goes to almost like a silver with a hint of pink in it. It's so soft. It's like kittens farted in your hand. And it's spinning up like frog hair. So I'm taking each of these as like a little braid. each little ounce of fiber. And I'm undoing the braid and splitting it just smack in the middle. So I'm left with this little chunk of roving. I've done the first one, that lighter green, that is not going to show at all, this one. And I just added on the brown, the green-brown color, and I just started that last night. The kids are fascinated with the wheel. They are learning to leave it alone. Tara's already had her finger smacked by sticking it into the flyer, which happened when she was quite small, actually. But she's learning again as an older toddler. And actually, I'm going to bring you guys over to the wheel rather than the wheel to you. So here we go. So let me flip this back around so I can see. So there's where I'm at. I'm still on the same aspect ratio on my Spinolution B. It is spinning up super fine. Frog hair, it's going to be a 2-ply, probably most likely lace weight. Ooh, come on. And yeah. Why are you turning? Don't turn. But you can see I've got a bit done. So one color, half of one color is done. And it's probably not going to get done during Tour de Fleece, but hey, I'm back to spinning and I am so excited about it, you guys. It's so nice and zen and to be able to do that. And I hear the pitter-patter of little feet who will probably come down here. Yep. Coming from that way. Because Daddy's sleeping on the couch upstairs. We'll see which one it is.
Mommy!
It's Gabe. Come here, Gabe-a-boo. Mama's trying to record, but come here.
I tripped.
You did. You can say hi to everybody.
Hi!
Did you rest today?
Yeah, I did a really good job. But my bug face on my bug timer just went off.
Oh, it did?
Yeah, I went off again and Dad just left
The alarm got turned on, huh? We got him a little light to let him know when it's okay to come out of his room in the morning, and someone's been playing with it and pushing buttons, I think, instead of taking a nap, right?
Right.
You didn't sleep, did you?
No, I didn't.
But you know what? You did stay in your room, and you
Yeah.
stayed quiet.
Yeah.
So you did a good job on your rest time.
Mm-hmm.
And so I think you'll get a cotton ball.
Yay!
Yay. We're working on rewards and being good. Okay. Go, Gabe-a-boo. He sees Auntie. So we are spinning. So yay. Spinning is fun. I forgot how much fun spinning was, you guys. Don't let me forget that again. It's just, I think I finish a project and then just I'm like, okay, I'm done. That's done. I'm finished. Don't have to do anymore. That's not true. I need to keep spinning when I'm done with a project. I need to pick another one and do another thing. So, sorry, I'm putting these away. So, small child cameo. Yay. What's that over there? So I stop crinkling. So that's what I have on my wheel. I also have pokey things. So, still sewing scrub tops. Lots of scrub tops. Well, I've sewn 2 now. You guys saw the Sugar Skull Dia de los Muertos Star Wars one. Now, sorry, I have fresh off the machine. It's Beauty and the Beast. I love this. Now there are 2 different fabrics at Joann's when I went there. This one that just has the little end stained glass window. of Belle and the Prince and the Rose. And there's also another fabric that I wish I had seen first that has like the whole Beauty and the Beast Disney opening montage of the stained glass windows, like how the prince turned into the beast, and it has the enchantress and the old lady offering the rose, and I wish I'd seen that one, but I love this one. So this is going to be my new scrub top for work. Yay! I'm so happy that we get to wear what we want. And that is, it's a Buttrick pattern that I'm using that's got kind of everything that you could want as a healthcare professional, anything from a dress to a lab coat. Do healthcare people even wear like scrub dresses anymore? I don't think so. This is an old pattern. I just bought it, but like Buttrick's been offering it for years. I think it's like 56.16 or something like that. It has a scrunchie and one of the big bouffant scrub caps. It has the scrub top, pants, a jacket, a lab coat, the dress. It's got a little bit of everything, like I said. So yay, finished another scrub top. Took me 2 weeks. Less time, but I was taking my time in smaller snippets because of children not napping and that kind of thing. And this one went much smoother. The neckline is laying so much better. I think I've discovered what the secret is, and I wrote in notes on the directions. So next time we'll go even better. Please, God. So I cut it out last weekend, cut the fabric out, and then was doing other things with the family. Started piecing it yesterday and then finished it today. So, yay. That's it. That's everything I have for you guys. So we'll do a little bit various and sundry. The new job is still going well. I'm still enjoying it. Got to do a few different things this last week. Got to help cover for the other home care nurse that I'm working with when she was out on Friday, so I got to see some people I hadn't seen before, so that was kind of fun. Still learning the ropes. It's still a new thing, but I'm enjoying it. Yay, may that keep going. And then we're going to do a question from the Any Questions thread. So if you have a question you want to ask me, stickied at the top of the group homepage over on Ravelry is a thread called Any Questions. Within reason, I will try to answer them to the best of my ability. So today is going to be from Amy L.S. Knits. And she said, "Hi Karen, thanks for such a wonderful podcast. Are you ever going to revisit knitting socks from Sock Innovation, or did Leslie put a damper on that when she picked the Rick socks? I just found my copy of the book after packing cabinets to have new floors installed and remembered how much I enjoyed knitting them with other members of the group." Oh, okay, blast from the past. I have not knit. Sorry, trying to get it better. I don't know why I can't get myself centered. There we go. There. That's better. Blast from the past. I haven't knit from the Sock Innovation books in about 4 years-ish, maybe more. Yeah, because, oh gosh, maybe 5 years. I haven't even touched it. I haven't unpacked my knitting books since we moved out here. They're in a box in my closet in my craft room. That needs to be done. I need a bookshelf in there, honestly. So I don't know if I'll ever revisit that. And I never knit the Rick socks. That's kind of where I stopped. I think the socks prior to that, which were the Eunice socks, kind of, I don't want to say they turned me off to knitting them. So Sock Innovation is a book by Cookie A. And she's actually had a couple of sock knitting books, and she's the one who did the wonderful monkey pattern and the Pomatomas socks and so many others. And I decided I wanted to knit my way through those books years ago on the show, 6-7 years ago. And I started, I had Volmisa paired with what patterns I was going to knit, and yeah, I did 4 patterns out of it, and then it just kind of fizzled out, and I haven't gone anywhere with it since. Potentially at some point in the future I might revisit it, but right now I'm in a very mindless knitting phase at the moment, not a have the pattern out and have to focus on something phase. So maybe, maybe not. But thank you for the question, Amy, and I'm glad that you enjoyed it. when we were knitting along with it. So yay. We'll see. I might revive it at some point in the future. So I'm going to stop there because we just hit the 20-minute mark, and I'll see you guys hopefully next week. Until then, happy knitting.